Good evening, everyone. All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out. Welcome to Peter McElwain Elementary. Believe it or not, you are the very first guests that we have had in this building all school year. We are very, very, very happy to have you here this evening to dedicate our building. I'm Huberta Lucas, the proud principal of this beautiful, amazing school. I would like to thank the Katy ISD school board members, Dr. Gregorski and Dr. Carlson for entrusting me to open this brand new building in this wonderful district. Thank you.
Absolutely.
To get us started, I would now like to welcome fifth grader Lily McCrary to lead us in the pledges of allegiance. Please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please be seated. Thank you, Lily. I would now like to introduce Katy ISD Board of Trustees President Ashley Van, excuse me.
I thought when I lost my maiden name, which no one could thank you. Yeah. Good evening. I'm Ashley Van, President of the Katy ISD Board of Trustees. Let's give a round of applause to Lily McCrary for leading us in the pledges. On behalf of the board, it is an honor to be here with you this evening to celebrate the dedication of Katy ISD's 43rd elementary school, Peter McElwain Elementary. Dedicating a new school is a momentous occasion that not many communities have the opportunity to experience. This school we stand in today is the result of our district and community's reputation for excellence. An excellence that can be seen among the families, teachers, school employees, and school buildings across Katy. An excellence found in the innovative learning taking place in our classrooms, and an excellence that's reflected in our tools and resources provided on our campuses. And you know, as a community, we've made it our business to invest in the bar for excellence through our time, energy, and school bonds. I want to emphasize that latter point. This beautiful elementary campus would not be possible without our community-approved 2017 bond. School bonds address not only the construction of new campuses to accommodate fast growth, but also allow our district to update aging facilities, safety, security, and technology. Our students' accomplishments can be attributed to both the quality of our staff and our school buildings that nurture unparalleled learning experiences. And the namesakes we select to represent our schools are individuals who reflect of that mission. Mr. McElwain is of no exception. He spent nearly 20 years in Katy ISD supporting student learning through the planning, design, and construction of schools and classrooms that we have met and continue to meet the evolving curriculum and educational needs of Katy ISD students. During his tenure as the district's architect, Mr. McElwain planned and constructed over 40 Katy ISD elementary, junior high, and high school campuses at a time when the district was seeing a rapid growth increase in student enrollment from 28,000 students to over 75,000 students. And you should know that every school for which he was accountable, he planned alongside the teachers, principals, and department administrators responsible for the delivery of instruction and learning taking place in both of those buildings. He truly understood the impact of the physical learning environment on student outcomes. It is because of this that his legacy on in-campus footprint, it's because of this that his legacy lives on in the campus footprint of so many Katy ISD schools. From the bottom of my heart, thank you, Mr. McElwain, for your contribution to Katy ISD. Now I would like to turn the program over to our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Ken Gregorski.
Thank you, President Van. It's my pleasure to be here this evening as we celebrate the dedication of McElwain Elementary School. For nearly 19 years, Peter McElwain served as Katy ISD's district architect and planner. He led the district through tremendous growth and was instrumental in developing Katy ISD's model for long-range facilities planning, providing a roadmap for new schools and renovations throughout this district. Not only did he lead a team that had developed award-winning facilities, he was a volunteer, a mentor, and served on numerous boards and committees throughout the Katy area. True to his commitment to Katy ISD and the Katy community, Peter was honored by a local magazine in 2016 as the Person of the Year and 2017 as the Citizen of the Year by the Katy Area Chamber of Commerce. Mr. McElwain's contributions to our school district will no doubt be felt by generations of students and families to come. Thank you, Mr. McElwain. And at this time, I'd like to introduce some of our special guests who are with us here on the stage. You've heard from Board President, but I'll introduce her again. Board President, Ms. Ashley Van. Also with our Board of Trustees, Mr. Lance Redmond, Vice President. Susan Gessoff, Secretary. And board members, Dawn Champagne, Duke Keller, and Greg Schulte. Also on stage with us today, or tonight, is Dr. Dawn Carlson, who is an Assistant Superintendent for School Leadership and Support. And finally, our honored guest this evening, Mr. Peter McElwain and his family, wife Darlene, and daughter Kristen. And as part of our official dedication tonight, Mr. McElwain joins the Katy ISD family of school and facility namesakes. And with that said, I'd like to ask that all of our namesakes and their family members here with us tonight to please stand and be recognized. I would also like to introduce the members of my executive cabinet who are here, and I would ask them to please stand and give a wave. Where are you guys hiding? There we go. Appreciate your support. And there are so many individuals who are directly involved in the construction of this beautiful campus, and if you're here this evening, please stand and be recognized as I read your name. From Katy ISD's Construction Department, Trey Barnett, Associate Project Manager. And Megan Connell-Davis, Construction Project Manager, and our Executive Director, Lisa Kastman, couldn't be here this evening as they are at the Association for Learning Environment's Southern Region Conference, where Ms. Kastman is accepting her official Planner of the Year award. And would Todd Lean and those of you who may be present from VLK Architects please stand. And also Jim Hageman and his team from Drymala Construction. And in the audience tonight, we also have other architectural and construction partners who have been a part of other facilities throughout this great district. They too are here tonight to honor and recognize our namesake, Peter McElwain, and the work they've accomplished for our students and families for the years. If you would please stand and be recognized if you're in that group. I think that group's a bit shy because I saw a handful of them when I walked in here. And I would also like to extend our appreciation to that 2017 Community Bond Advisory Committee who made this campus possible, as well as our current and former board members and school administration. And finally, we'd like to thank all of you for joining us for this very special occasion. Katy ISD provides unparalleled learning to over 85,000 students across this district, and the district continues to grow each year because of our staff and our school's reputation for educational excellence. The work done by our campuses every day and the resources and facilities available to our students would not be possible without each and every one of you. And thank you. Now I'd like to turn the program back to Principal Lucas.
Thank you, Dr. Gregorski. Okay, at this time we have a video that we would like to share with the crowd. All right. Just you three. Okay, it's just back.
Congratulations, Peter. What an honor for all your accomplishments you gave to Katy ISD. We're sorry the majority of us cannot be here. We wish you well and have a great time at your dedication. Thank you.
That was Lisa Kastman accepting her award today at the conference that they are at. We know the facilities and planning folks were very upset that they weren't able to be here this evening to celebrate with us. Many of them have spent years working with Peter and have loved to have been a part of this ceremony tonight. But they're off doing wonderful things, as Katy ISD does, accepting awards. Tonight, I'm excited to share with you our mission statement that was created from input from our entire staff. So please welcome Carly Perez and Zoe Henry to the stage.
Peter.
That is not loud, is it? And it's not on. Do it again.
Peter McElwain Elementary, together with the staff.
Doesn't like that, does it? Okay, let's try it again, and we'll go back. Okay, try it.
Peter
Nope. It's on. Oh, and yeah, there's something not right. You know what? Let's go back up. Oh. Is it on? No. Oh, go.
Peter
Nope, we're good. Oh, try it again.
Peter McElwain Elementary, together with the staff, students, and community, we dedicate this to obtaining a passion for.
We're gonna bring that other microphone. Did not work. No, you're gonna pass the microphone back and forth. Okay. There we go. Speak right into it. Say, do it over. Okay.
Peter McElwain Elementary, together with the staff, students, and community, we dedicate this to
Obtaining a passion for lifelong learning.
W. Working together to build positive relationships.
L. Learning by example to promote a safe and inclusive environment.
S. Soaring to success. Owls.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, Carly and Zoe. We appreciate that. And now it's with my distinct pleasure to introduce you to the man who adorns our very building, Mr. Peter McElwain.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much. And thank you all very much for the very kind remarks. Greetings to all of you children, parents, staff, community, school board members, friends, family, past colleagues, and district partners here in person and viewing through online streaming. It means a great deal to Darlene, Kristen, and I to have you with us in person and virtually to share in this special occasion and milestone in the life of this great school. This will be a most memorable dedication. We wish to thank all those responsible for making this dedication possible amidst such challenging conditions. I am tremendously humbled, honored, and proud to be the namesake and elder owl for this exceptional school filled with such special owls, both young and old. I am equally as proud to join such a special and caring, student-focused group of namesakes. I could not have dreamt of a more rewarding career than working with extremely talented and dedicated teams to create outstanding facilities to support student learning. My life goal has been to support student learning in as many ways as possible. From serving on the board of directors of the London Children's Museum, to student mentoring, and to leading in the property acquisition, planning, design, construction, maintenance, and operations of new school and school district facilities in both Canada and the United States. My time in Katy has been, without a doubt, the most rewarding in my career during a time of unprecedented growth. Each of the many projects completed carries special memories, none more than the design that this outstanding school exhibits. I thoroughly enjoyed and valued the opportunity to be a part of something incredibly special, not only in the building of a school district second to none, creating a wide spectrum of learning environments, opportunities, and experiences, but also in the building and growth of a tremendous community. A premier master plan school district such as Katy ISD has an attribute like none other. It is not a standalone set of individual school and facility campuses. It is much more than that. It is a quilt of closely knit campuses bound together, built upon a solid cultural foundation, and reinforced by a well-designed and strong network of community involvement and well-planned infrastructure, including mobility. I felt extremely honored to have been a part of this development. There is no more precious resource than our children. I am passionate about a child's learning, and I feel blessed to be able to continue to support the student learning through my writing and illustrating of a series of children's books. I am also extremely proud that as a namesake from the operations sector of a school district, I represent all those dedicated, caring support staff who day in and day out are committed to providing the absolute best learning and teaching environments for students and staff. There are so many people to thank for this great honor. I thank those who nominated me and spoke in support of the naming. I thank the naming committee and the board of trustees, as well as the many board of trustees throughout my career, without whose support our great collective accomplishments would not have been possible. A special thank you is extended to Bill Moore, who made me aware of this career opportunity in Katy, and Dr. Leonard Merrill, who in 1997 visited my school district in London, Ontario, Canada, and felt that I could contribute to the growth and development of this premier district. He and his wife Linda embraced Darlene, Kristen, and I as we adopted Texas and Katy as our new home. I sincerely thank my small yet extremely skilled and dedicated team in the Facilities Planning and Construction Department. You are and will always be close to my heart. Thank you so much for your support over the years. The district is blessed with such a talented team to serve the facility needs of students and staff. Similar heartfelt sentiments are extended to all the very dedicated maintenance and operations team members who I was proud to work with for many years. I thank the professional design and consulting firms who helped turn the district's vision into reality, and my colleagues from all departments, without whose active involvement and participation in the design process, the award-winning outcomes would not have been possible. My deepest appreciation is extended to the leaders within administration cabinet who supported and assisted me in pursuit of our collective goals. I also want to extend a special thank you to Megan Connell-Davis and Trey Barnett of the Katy ISD Facilities Planning and Construction Department, as well as the VLK Architects team and Dramala Construction for constructing this beautiful school and nest for our owls. Finally, the most important and heartfelt appreciation goes out to my wife Darlene and daughter Kristen, who have been there to support me throughout the years. They have followed me unwaveringly throughout my career, making countless sacrifices. Kristen was 9 years old at the time of the move to Texas. Without hesitation, Darlene, who left a rewarding career at the University of Western Ontario in the School of Medicine, and Kristen, who was attending Pearson School for the Arts in the London Board of Education, embraced the opportunity to move to Texas and Katy. They were there to greet me after all those late-night board, committee, and bond planning meetings. Kristen, who upon arriving in Katy, joined the first graduation class at Alexander Elementary as a 5th grader. Kristen attended Beck Junior High and Cinco Ranch High School and was often my sounding board when I was working on new school projects. She went on to graduate from the University of Texas at Austin before embarking on her career in the arts, and Kristen currently lives and works in New York City. Darlene embraced Katy ISD, helping to open Cinco Ranch High School in 1999, serving as the administrative assistant to the principal for 9 years, followed by 13 years in the district's Human Resources Department, and ending her career as the Employee Relations Officer, retiring in June 2020. A man could not have a better wife and daughter. I love you both. In conclusion, I am so proud of this school, its community, and all the owls in the nest, young and old. Principal Lucas and her team have created a culture of learning second to none. I thank every owl for embracing Darlene and me. We look forward to being there to support our owls for many years to come. It has been probably the most challenging year in the history of the school district. And despite this challenge, the birth of our amazing school has occurred in such a rich, vibrant, and enthusiastic way. I am proud of you, and once again, thank you for this tremendous honor. And in closing, Darlene and I have a message for all of our dear owls. Wings out and love who you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McElwain. I would now like to welcome Mrs. Rice, our counselor, and a special group of students to the stage for a special presentation about our house system.
I'm a little taller. Move it up. Good evening. How amazing is this school? Pretty amazing. My name is Mary Rice. I'm the school counselor here. Our house system is modeled after the house program at a school in Georgia named the Ron Clark Academy. The Ron Clark Academy initially started their house program to create a positive school environment across grade levels. Ron Clark created this idea and program from the houses seen in Harry Potter. We took the same idea and adapted it to represent our school and specifically character traits of our school mascot, an owl. Our goal in implementing school-wide houses is to build relationships among students across grade levels that may not otherwise occur, celebrate and encourage positive character in students, and create a fun school culture with a little bit of competition. Students earn house points for showing any of our 6 house traits, as well as many other qualities that help develop the whole child. We have 6 houses, each representing a unique character trait of an owl that we desire to foster in our students. Our wonderful house representatives are going to share these traits and a little more about each house. These students were specifically selected for their character exhibited each and every day among other students, teachers, and themselves. Representatives, you may begin.
Our owl tree is honor. Our motto is I see the value in you.
Our owl tree is wisdom. Our motto is find your thing and own it. Community is the red house.
Our owl trait is community.
Our motto is together is better.
Azim is a house.
All houses
Is full of persevere. Our motto when life gets hard. Never give up. Nintendo is the pink house.
You're the house of commitment.
Our motto is to make a plan, put it in a It was the purple house.
We're the house of determination.
Our motto is to put the focus forward.
We are family. 6 houses, 1 community. We are family. We are family. This is the best place to be. We are family. Thank you, students. Let's give them another round of applause for being so great.
Wow, boys and girls, you did a fantastic job. Thank you, Mrs. Rice and Mrs. McGinnis and Mrs. Huddleston and Mrs. Kilman for helping put that together. I appreciate it. I would now like to welcome back our board president, Mrs. Van.
It is my privilege to be able to preside over the formalities of this official dedication ceremony. On behalf of the Katy ISD Katy Independent School District Board of Trustees, I formally dedicate this building, Peter McElwain Elementary School, this the 8th day of April, 2021. We're all a little rusty. We present this portrait for the campus to proudly display as a reminder of the namesake and the legacy that will live on in this building for generations. We would also like to present Mr. McElwain with a matching keepsake portrait to commemorate this occasion. Congratulations, and thank you for your continued support and dedication to the students, teachers, and staff of both Katy ISD and McElwain Elementary School. Oh, that's it. Thank you.
At this time, I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank the Katy ISD Construction Department, especially three people you've already heard their name many times, Lisa Kassman, Megan O'Connell, and Trey Barnett. I called you lots of times. I appreciate you answering the call and helping us throughout the build and then this whole entire school year. I'd also like to thank VLK and Drymala and all subcontractors for working tirelessly to build this beautiful school. We appreciate you. Thank you. Even with all the challenges we have faced this year, our staff has worked very hard to provide the best education for our owls. I would love for all the PMCE staff to please stand. Please give them a round of applause. They are the true heroes that has helped make this year so successful. Thank you. We all work together to provide those unparalleled learning experiences in a safe environment this year that will definitely help our students be successful in the future. It has been my privilege to get to know Mr. McElwain over the past year. If you speak to anyone that knows him, they will tell you he is a kind, caring, and dedicated man. I have seen that in his enthusiasm when he asked about the needs of the campus and how him and Darlene can help. I am honored to be the principal of a school named after a man with such a caring heart for students. Thank you. Lastly, I would like to thank my personal family. They know all too well how much I love my school family. Sometimes, most of the time, I spend more hours here at school than I do at home. Thank you, Seth and Cooper, for always supporting me. I am so happy to have all you in the building. You don't know how excited we are. I really do thank you for coming out tonight and helping us dedicate McElwain Elementary and to honor Mr. McElwain. If you haven't had a chance, please be sure to grab a program or sign our guest book. We would love to include these pages in our time capsule that we will be creating at the end of the school year. So please be sure you sign at one of the tables. We are, as I said, we're very happy to have you in the building and for joining us tonight. Due to safety protocols, we ask that we are not able to tour the building at this time, but we hope and know that one day our parents and guests will be walking our hallways in the future, and we're excited for that day. I hope all of you have a wonderful evening, and thank you for bringing your families out. Good night.